Hello everyone. Uh, Welcome to section 3, install MySQL Server. So in section 2 we discuss about what is MySQL and what is SQL, why we use MySQL, what is the advantage of MySQL. We learn MySQL is a database management system. So in this section 3 we will learn how to install this MySQL server and editor. So as you know, there are two important components of MySQL, which are server and editor. Server, where we store database. For example, in the last section 2 we discussed about student database system and various component of student database system. So it is the server where this student database get actually stored when we store them in MySQL. And editor is also known as SQL workbench, where we write our SQL command. So we write the our SQL commands in editor, and those are processed by server, and accordingly the information is retrieved from the server. So in this section we will learn how to install the MySQL on window environment using MySQL installer is the easiest way. Okay, so what is the advantage of using MySQL installer is shows a step by step wizard, so which help us how to proceed in the installation process. So I prefer this wizard process. So for that, first step is you download the MySQL installer use by navigating to this link, dev MySQL download installer. So when you click on this, this page will get open. Okay, so here you will select Microsoft Windows, since we are installing the MySQL window version. Then there you choose this second one. However, there is not much difference, but I prefer this community version. So you can choose MySQL installer community version if you want to install offline, and if you want to install online, so you can use MySQL installer web community version. So you can use either of these. Not much different, one is online and another one is offline. Okay, so uh, after installing the this installer, which extension is .msi, msi get uploaded into your system. And if you connect to internet, so as I told you from the here that we can choose second one, otherwise we will sorry, first one, otherwise we will download this MySQL installer community version. Okay, so these are the files which get downloaded, and after installing that, you, so these are the various steps. Total there are eight steps in the installation process, which we will discuss step by step. Since MySQL is installed in my computer, so I will uh, go through these steps through here and install this. So to install MySQL using MySQL installer, double click on the MySQL installer file which is downloaded in your system, and after that follow these steps. And the extension of installer file is .msi. This is the extension .ms msi. Okay, so this file is the installer file extension. Okay, so after installing that file, you configure MySQL installer. It will configure MySQL installer in first step, and in step 2 a welcome screen will comes up. So it will show you, choose the first option there, that is install MySQL products. So it will install the all the MySQL products. Then in step 3, download the latest MySQL products version. MySQL installer, check and download the latest MySQL product using MySQL Server, MySQL Workbench, etc. So here I prefer that you choose this option, connect to the internet. Then it will, if there is any product is not available, so it will check in the internet. Then step, it will come to step 4. There you simply click on the, once it get completed, you click on the next button. Then in step 5 wizard, uh, choose the setup type, which type of MySQL you want to install. Choose the full option to install all MySQL product and features. And if you want to install basic one, so you can use developer default. So I recommend you to choose this developer default option. After that, here in installation path, you can set the path of the uh, location where this MySQL get installed. You can change, or you can let it be program file only. Then, and here is the path of the data where data is stored. So these you can change as per your requirement or leave it as it is. So I recommend you to leave it as it is. And after that, it moves to step 6. In step 6 is check the requirement which are required software which should be necessary in the system. If those are not available, so it will download them automatically through the web internet. So it is a quite long process, so it will take some time. So once it get completed, you go to, it will go to step 7. So installation progress step. In MySQL installation installer, download all the selected product. It will take a while depending on while which product you selected, and speed up your internet connection. Okay, so it will take time. As I told you, it will install the component if those are not available. Then uh, it move to step 1. It will show you that installation is in progress. Then in step 2 also, installation is in progress, and once it's completed, all green check mark comes. So you click on the next button. After that, in step 8, uh, configure over, it will show you the dialog box related to configure overview. So here you need not to do anything. So you click on next button. Then in 8.1 step, MySQL server configuration is done. Choose the config type and MySQL port. So standard port for MySQL is 3306. So leave it as it is, and you can change as well. Okay, so these are the server configuration. Then after that, click on next button. In install 8.2 step, MySQL Server configuration. Choose a password for your local host. So this is the root account. So root user uh, account, and here whatever password you specify, so you please note down that, because whenever you start server, it will ask you the password. So it is very important to keep the password simple and note it down. Okay, so yeah, so keep some good password. And once you specify password, click on next button. Then after that, MySQL 8.3 step, MySQL server configurations. It is also related to server configuration. So choose Windows service details, including Windows service name and account type, and then click next button to continue. Okay, then after that, in 8.4, server configuration is still in progress, and MySQL installer is configuring database server, and wait until it is done and click the next button to continue. So it basically installing the database server. So in 8.5, MySQL server configuration is done, and click the next button to continue. In configuration overview, MySQL installer installs sample data. Once server install, it will install sample data. You might have seen there are some sample database in the MySQL. So those are installed in the last process. And once installation is complete, it is done. So total number of steps to install MySQL server and workbench are 9 steps. It will done in all these steps, and after that, you click on finish button. So this is all about installation of SQL server. My and in This is the summary of the tutorial that we install MySQL on Windows system. using MySQL installer. Okay, so you uh, try to install these using these steps. If you have any doubt, feel free to message me. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. So in this next session, we will learn about the basic SQL commands, basic SQL query command that is related to DDL, data definition language.